By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he'll stay up right through this rain, but not through. That hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Baker now off to play fake. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That's complete downfield to Godwin. A stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. First down throw here, Mayfield. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Chiefs, they're off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
Mayfield's pass intercepted.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. Stop was made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. To the sideline. Brought in by Worthy. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin the season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Chiefs take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Even after the penalty, they'll just move it up and kick the PAT from the 10.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Down from the 41. From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Taking a chance to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip a cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Mayfield now from the gun. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And
First down. Here's Baker. Racing down the left side. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Raiders tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The rookie from USF calls it in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped her at the line. No gain. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, around with Barkley. Up to the races, middle of the field. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Raiders 7. Harrison Butker to kick off 14 City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Regular.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
6 yards. That's good for Las Vegas.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first.
A gain of 26
And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
First down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Throwing again is Baker. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
16 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Caught near the goal line. He's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Let's go.
Looking quickly here.
First down, Las Vegas.
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Noah Williams.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
At his own 5-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Second and 5.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Get 22 out of that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. To the air, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. That screen snipped out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Finds him on a crossing route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown and check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on 1st down in the red zone.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Baker now from the gun. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders. Pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Here's Slide to try the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out play action, it's Mahomes. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's caught after a gain of about 2.
On the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They go to Barkley again. Here's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Hurry! King! Regular.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. 35 on the pickup. That's a Vegas first down. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Las Vegas.
King!
Baker out of the pistol. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Trying for the deep ball. And he's got it. It's in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Van Hood's a good player. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that kid's...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders take a second quarter lead. Here's Slye to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Butker to try the point after. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Chiefs tie this game at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Mayfield set to pass. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Mayfield now, blitz coming. Waddle makes the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A gain of 12 yards.
And we're 33.
And the Las Vegas.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. First and 10 now from the 46. Mayfield now from the gun. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Chiefs pick it up. And they're going to set up on the opposing side of midfield after that fumble and return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Gets it to the 15. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
Regular. 180. Watch out.
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. That pass is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
And a Raider first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Raiders.
First down. Here's Baker. Completed to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Second down, looking for options. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's taken down at the 30. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. It's his running back. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Once more, it's Mayfield. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. From the red zone on first. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a third down.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Let's see how that last incompletion affects this third down call.
180. Point it right. Watch.
Mayfield to throw again. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Raiders tie us up 28-all. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And he manages to find a little traction on that Soaps field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Hey, 15. Yellow.
He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Attack!
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Hits it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Running for the first down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key talent kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Let's go. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Raiders first down.
Baker now off the play fake. It's Godwin again. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders throw 6 points onto their score. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock. An independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations of the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. All right, they got the job done. 2-point conversion successful. And as a result, a 2-point lead for them in this second half.
Yeah, the biggest deal right there, it really didn't matter if they kicked the PAT or went for 2 and ultimately got the most important part was breaking the tie. And I'll tell you what else it does, Kate. It really starts to mess with that opponent's chart over there. Everyone has them going into the game. When do I go for 1? When do I go for 2? Yeah, this coach just sped up that entire process with that decision.
They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled up for about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They give to Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 3rd quarter lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key talent kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. 1st down throw here, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough 1st step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
From the gun, Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Run. What's up?
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Flush down now to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Hey, 33.
Throwing again is Baker. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And he's going to work and brings him to the ground. Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play is to the air. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. On the move, past the 40. Hits the 20. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Looking inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw. Something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies. We do, Kate. We try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Baker now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Baker Mayfield, a touchdown. Man, this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. I mean, still basically a full 17 games to go. But so far, so good.
That pay off all of that offseason work. The OTAs, the mini camps, getting the preseason, training camp, all of it. You can't do it much better than that.
And this is going to be cut in the end zone. Love the aggressiveness here. They're already up 8-zip. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. Drops by the first guy he had. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Attack!
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd downs. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go and knock the ball away.
But isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. Back across the field it goes. They connect on the deep shot. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
They run it with Saquon. manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, yellow. Oi, oi. Argo blue, lady. Yellow. Stick down. Check, check, yellow. Check. Check. 15. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Yellow. Argo blue. Yellow. Hey, 43. Right side.
To the air, Mahomes. He's back. Here's Barkley. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal.
Yellow. Right side.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
180. Up. Watch out.
To throw, Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down. Raiders.
180. Watch out.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders take a 7-point lead in the 1st.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Raiders grow their lead to 8.
Chiefs 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Rivers. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Give them what they asked for. It's not enough. You solid, but it's not enough. You better really strong, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I am.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Rivers. Arjululi. Yellow. Hey, Color. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Attack, attack.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Mahomes now.
The 31-yard
Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it downfield near the edge. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. It's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. He rolls to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Big play sets him up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs slice the lead down to a couple. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs could have gone for 2 in the tie, but they choose to trail by 1.
15. Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So 2nd down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. On On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit not. It free, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And that is how our first quarter will end, as that pass falls incomplete. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. The scoreboard reads 15-14. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment.